KO.
If
Talk to me.
Crawford should win, it'll be by a single shot in the first half of the fight. If Errol should win, 9, 10, 11, 12, I don't think he'll knock Crawford out. I think Crawford team must, stop the fight before he would knock, if they see that Crawford, falling behind. So first half, Crawford knockout. Second half, Errol stoppage. But I think
If this
Crawford's
fight
most
was
effective punch is going to be to the body. Yeah. For some reason,
really,
I think his effective shot's going to be to the body. Because he got a smart team.
why do you see that?
I can't. Well, when you watch boxing, you see things. As a coach, you see things.
Mm-hmm. If it was to come to a decision, who do you favor more?
That's a tough one. I think Crawford has more skill. Errol Spence has more will. Not saying that Crawford don't have will, but the styles of fighting, you see the skill and you see the will, from Errol.
Who possesses the bigger chin?
That's 50-50. Mm-hmm. 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen, Crawford get buckled in the smaller weight classes.
I think.
But you believe that doesn't mean anything.
Sometimes
sometimes
it's not from the punch. It could be it's time to move up. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's time to move up.
Dehydrating your
A lot
body.
of people
Your
understand
legs are
that, but
not as
it's not
strong
always
as
from
they
the
should
punch
be.
and shit. You win that fight and you say to your team, I got to move up. I'm strong enough at this weight class no more, So I'm not going to say Crawford got a weak chin because I witnessed Crawford in the gym, man, with middleweights. He's strong. I went to pick up a bag and I heard something go boom. Looked over there, big boy was on the ground. Crawford's strong, man.
And Crawford was standing right in front of him. So you believe a size doesn't really play too much?
The good thing,
factor in
Crawford
this
didn't
fight?
just move up. He's been welterweight now for a while. He put on some weight. He carried the weight well, so it's not like he's just bloated now. Nah, he's solid. The weight is pretty much even. You know what I mean?
Yep. Now he came into the welterweight division with 100% KO ratio, feeling him quite nice. Who do you believe
I gotta
possesses
go with
the
Errol
better
with the
jab
jab.
in this fight?
But Crawford gets switched. He can switch. He got a nice jab with Errol. He works that jab overtime. Right. One thing for sure, he gonna jab.
That's right. I feel like Errol
Now,
kind of does
I think
everything with the jab. He starts everything with the jab.
Be real effective with counterpunching. With Errol, because Errol don't have no reverse kick, so he don't gotta look for Errol. You know what I mean? And this counterpunches, man, sharp. Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. They both got so much great things going on the east side,
Right. Right. I mean, we have so many people that are, they get real
Yeah,
biased due to the styles of the fight, and you just pick off of the guy that you prefer to see style. Um, Happens to be a lot of Gervonta Tank Davis
yeah,
fans are Earl Spence fans due to the
yeah.
fact of the
One thing
relationship that
about
they
me, man,
have
I'm
and the
I'm
style
gonna
of
pick
beating
who
people
I
up.
think gonna win. You know, it's a real close one right here, real close one.
hmm So we got Errol Spence, that is the A side, but not necessarily the favorite in this fight. Now, I was talking to some of my friends, and we're talking about maybe
Yeah,
this line, the Vegas
they
line,
always
might
do.
start moving a little bit
Yeah,
towards the end. Right, right. So, any Errol Spence fans that are, really, really want to put your money
I'm
with your mouth in,
gonna
this
bet.
is the
I'm
week.
betting,
This is the week to
but
put
I'm
in
gonna
your
bet
bet.
different ways. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I love both fighters, man. I'm betting,
You
betting
have to.
different ways.
You have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're probably gonna you're basically gonna bet basically how you break it down right now.
let's.
Picking an early
Yeah,
stoppage for the beginning half for
yeah.
Crawford,
I
one
think
for
if Crawford gonna
Spence,
do it, he got to get it done early.
unanimous decision or split
That's
decision.
done early.
Mm, mm.
It's not going 12 rounds
This
though.
is
I don't
this is
think.
one of these great fights that it's like
Nah.
no, I believe it is. I, I believe I believe also when you think about this fight, you have to put in the politics around it as well. And when we talk about fights that need to be coming on, Crawford having a 3-fight deal, Canelo having a 3-fight
Right.
deal, Al Heyman being the best chess match, of them all. Um, you've heard a lot of talk of Crawford saying he wants to move up and fight Charlo fighting Canelo. You feel what I'm trying to say here? You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, uh, when you hear the both interviews of who would fight Canelo in this fight, the only
Hmm.
person that's really looks like he would fight him is Spence. You know, um, so you gotta
Yeah.
kind of like put everything in factor because this is boxing here. You know, um, uh, when we talk about looking at the
Um,
media workout,
I watched a little bit of it.
were you able to see it?
Both of them.
Who do you believe is really put
They
that work
both
in?
put that work in.
Right, right. You're a coach. What did you see specifically in that workout? Did you see a certain fighter wanting to drink water more? Did you see a certain fighter look a little bit more jittery,
They
less
both they
balanced,
both look
maybe
relaxed to me,
lifting
and they
up the
both
weights a
working
little
at
bit
this.
too
They
much
working
in
at.
this training
They not
camp?
overdoing it. They working at their pace. You know what I mean? They're not killing themselves in the gym.
hmm
Basically, they both look good, man.
Mm,
Both look good.
right. Um, Looking at Frank Martin's last performance last week, he fought Erdem, a German fighter that was undefeated, pretty game, 12-0, 35 years old. He had a little
Yeah.
of a amateur pedigree, beat Carlos Adames in the amateurs, got a bronze medal.
Right.
Um, a lot of people don't know about these guys that are not notable named. Um, do you believe that when it comes down to records, do you believe that Crawford has one of those records that it's like that? Probably a lot of
Right.
game guys, you just don't know about their names because they're not American. Or do you believe that
Um,
Errol Spence has the overall better resume?
Crawford
Period.
got a beautiful record, but half his numbers was done at a lighter weight. Earl Spence, everything was done at welterweight. You know, he's there. He's a bigger man. You know, he's been there the longest. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Crawford move up. Crawford got to prove his, but he don't have to prove himself. He's great. You know, win or lose. You know, he don't got to prove himself. It's a good payday for both of them. But is he strong enough to deal with Earl? That's the question. You know, that's the
Who do you who do you believe had a better performance against Kell Brook?
um. It depends on what you're looking at. You know, Errol broke him down. You know, Errol
Okay.
broke his other eye socket,
Mm-hmm.
but he broke him down. Kyle Brooks is huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, um, Crawford, he hit him with a single jab, right? And knocked him out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to, you know,
Got him
I
there,
don't want to talk
got out of
about
there
the rumors
early.
because that'll take away from what Crawford did. So, but he hit him with a single jab, you know what I mean? So it's what you like and what you understand when you're watching
Mm-hmm.
fights, you know what I mean? And what you know. Both of them did great against him.
Who do you think had a better performance against Sean Porter?
Again, it depends what you're looking at, you know, and some things that I know that the casual fans don't know, you know, but when you're just looking at it with the eye, they both. I like a lot of people think the Earl Spence and Porter fight was real extremely close. The knockdown made the difference, but I like body shots, man. And he was. If you go back and watch that fight, man, he was throwing some wicked body shots against Porter. Porter was wide. He was winging, but inside, Earl was man. He was working. But people think headshots is all you know what I mean? But I like, you know, I favor Earl in that fight. He did a tremendous job. And then when he fought Porter, that was a good fight.
Mm.
Porter didn't quit. To this day, I tell people he didn't quit. His father stopped the fight. That was a good fight, you know? Porter didn't quit in
Right.
that fight. His father stopped the fight.
What do you think about what Tim Bradley said as far as the father and son
That's the
combination needs to
most
stop in
ignorant shit he
boxing
could ever
when
say,
it comes
man. His
down to the
father used to
corner?
work with him. Some of the greatest champions' dads worked their corner. You know, that was ignorant for him to even say.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what made him even, you know, terrible.
I mean, you've been in the
Yeah.
boxing industry
Joe
for quite some
Frazier,
time, and it's always the
Marcus
fathers
Frazier,
want to be there
Trinidad dad,
for their
Floyd
sons.
Mayweather
Mm-hmm.
dad. The list goes on, you know. You know, so I don't know what the hell Tim Bradley and his
Mm-hmm.
dad, you know. Yeah.
If you're
Terry
capable,
Mosley, his
it's
dad.
okay. But you know, nowadays you have oh yeah, yeah. Um, you know, when you're capable, obviously, you know, when we talk about you know, that list of people, but then nowadays a lot of people see guys like Bill Haney and the Haneys, you know, how they see that you can make a lot of money in boxing nowadays. And these fathers tend to get a little greedy and they tend to want to hang around in the gym, listen to what the coach has to say,
Yeah,
and think that one day, just because, you
right.
know, they've been there for 3 years, that they know it all, you know, and they tend to take over, you know. But going off of some coaching stuff, right? Do you believe, right, for this fight, July 29th, that Derrick James has a lot to handle due to the fact that his stable is now it blew up and certain fighters need certain attention. Who do you believe? Do you think Frank Martin is like in the bottom of the list when it comes to paying attention? Do you think Ryan Garcia is before him? We got Anthony Joshua fighting Dillian White. We got Charlo fighting Canelo, and then we got Spence fighting Crawford. Is that
No, it's
too
not.
much?
Derek
When do you
James,
know it's too
they got a
much?
schedule.
Too many world champions.
They get their time. One on one with Derek James. He know what he's doing. It's not going to affect him at all. If it's Errol time to train, he get his two
Yeah.
hours. You got the whole fucking day. It's like me and Coach Calvin. I get to the gym at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I leave 9 o'clock at night. So you got time, and especially if this is what you do, you do it full time. You got time to work. You get your 2 hours out. You come in, this fight and get this. It's time, and it's not rocket science. It's like going to work for 8 to 16 hours a day on a regular job.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you know what you're doing. But
Facts.
the casual fans don't understand that people just start
Mm-hmm.
talking, and don't have a clue what they're talking about.